A Europe-wide manhunt is continuing for a man suspected of driving the lorry that killed 12 people at the Christmas market in Berlin. Anis Amri's DNA has been found inside the vehicle, and officials have confirmed he was spotted at a mosque hours after the attack took place. Now, the 24-year-old is of Tunisian origin, they believe, but left the country for Italy around 7 years ago, where he used 6 different aliases. Yeah, he was jailed for 4 years in 2011. He was only considered a petty criminal, though. Since arriving in Germany last year, there have been several attempts to arrest him. In March, he was discovered trying to buy weapons. Conversations he had with IS militants were also intercepted, and just days before the market attack, Amri was heard offering himself up for a suicide mission. But it's emerged that German intelligence had stopped monitoring him in September. So joining us now is Chris Phillips, former head of the National Counter-Terrorism Security Office. Oh, I mean, it's such a huge miss, isn't it, that they stopped monitoring this man that's caused so much damage. But I suppose you can't monitor everyone.
No, absolutely, and it just shows the difficulty of allowing so many people into the country, and many of whom were actually suspected of being involved in close links with terrorism. And they've got so many people to look after and look at that they can't do them all. So they have to select some, and they risk assess. And this guy they were watching, and it appears that they didn't think he was going to do anything, so they had to let him off.
He was particularly new to come into the country, though, was he? He wasn't one of the group of refugees that's come in the last waves. He'd been in there for a long time. So that's the trouble, isn't it? That you then start analysing. We know Nigel Farage has said that, you know, the Christmas market problem will be Angela Merkel's kind of legacy of the policies she's taken with refugees, which is a worry for those genuine refugees that need asylum.
Of course it is. But the trouble is, there's such a big pool of potential terrorists that the German police are in a real difficult situation to identify those people that are likely to go and do something like this, and that problem's not going to go away. And you know, this terrorist attack, this incident has not yet finished, and I think that probably he intended maybe to actually finish it on that day and go out in a blaze of glory, and because he wasn't caught, has now got another opportunity to go and do something else.
What have you made of the way the Germans have handled this so far, Chris?
Well, I think they're quite inexperienced, and I've got some history of going over to Germany and speaking to them in years gone by. They're not set up for terrorism as such. They work in a state which has got lots of different federalised organisations, and therefore the policing in each of those is quite different. I think they were caught cold on this one, and you wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, well, with everything that's gone on at the various other parts of Europe, and it's not the first of these attacks we've seen, you're saying the Germans weren't prepared for it?
No, and I think mainland Europe are a long way behind what we have done in the UK around counter-terrorism, getting a UK strategy which identifies how we investigate, how we do our surveillance, how we protect things. We've been doing that for 10, 15 years, and I think they're a long way behind that.
€100,000 has been offered as a reward for his arrest. Can you see that being an incentive? I mean, how is this going to end, this particular search?
Well, I think the difficulty is now he's had an opportunity to travel, and that broadens the area that they've got to search. Now, the chances are he will have links with certain communities, and so those communities are being, at this moment, investigated to try and find this guy. But of course, as we saw in Paris, it's quite possible for them to travel to another country and then sit in a completely another area and not be seen for weeks and months.